Hey, you guys, how are you doing? It's November 1st. This is Roxanne Drake with Light for the World, and I just want to catch up and go over a couple of headline events that are related to biblical prophecy and where we are in the timeline of events with the Great Tribulation and the coming of the kingdom. So let's start with the first major event that's been in the news a lot, and that is we're seeing increased auroras, and they're in unusual places. They're all over the place. According to this article right here, it says auroras are only visible at night and usually only appear in lower polar. I'm not going to click on that, but in certain regions. But we know that recently auroras have been appearing all over. We also know that the sun has been very active, creating a lot of high level solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and those type events put more radiation into the atmosphere, and they're also connected to the aurora. Now, they're trying to tell us in the news that it's just because we're at solar maximum, which occurs every 11 years. And, I mean, they want to make it seem normal, but I don't remember ever hearing as much about auroras appearing in so many unusual places as I have within this last year. What about you guys? Now, we didn't have the internet, 30 years ago like we do now, to see everything happening, but I don't remember hearing about aurora activity the way we hear about it constantly now. So I believe the sun is extra active and, they don't want us to know. So how this connects into Bible prophecy is, let's see, during the tribulation period, the sun is made hot and people get scorched. That's one of the plagues or one of the judgments that come down. Also, it increases activity on the earth as well. We don't know how it's linked to volcanoes, fires, and all that other stuff. But there was one more point I wanted to make about the sun. See, I need to write this stuff all down because my memory is not all that good these days. Oh, okay. So we also are seeing so many more colors as the sun is even more active, and we're finding out that the Earth's magnetosphere is weaker. The shield between the sun's activity and radiation and Earth is it's really weak now. They're actually saying that if you go in airplanes when they're having these radiation storms, you can get exposed to a lot of radiation if you're high up in the skies in the airplane. An article came out a few days ago about that, warning us of that, and also that there would be blackouts in certain satellite systems. So we know also the end time signs include darkness on the earth. So the sun and the aurora and all that stuff is connected with darkness and other activities. Okay. And here's an interesting thing that happened a few days ago. It says NASA confirms asteroid strike 1,000 kilometers off the coast of California. And they say it happened on October 22nd. And I actually read an article. It said 3 different strikes against the Earth's atmosphere, or at least the Earth, were recorded last month. So that's an increase in activity of and frequency, it seems, of these meteor strikes. Okay. And then, of course, we have the election coming up, and you know that the red horse in the book of Revelations takes away peace from the earth and causes fighting amongst people on the earth. And Satan's controllers have control of the media. They have control of a lot of things where we get our news and information, and they will use that to build up civil strife. So we see what's on the horizon with that and the red horse. That's also prophetic. And I want to go over one more time because we should be coming very close to a direct revealing of the son of perdition, the Antichrist figure. if it's really going to be directly revealed. And so I want to go over once again some of the characteristics that figure would have. Number one, he has a boastful, braggadocio personality and speech. This is found in the book of Revelations. He forms a peace treaty with different parties. So he's been engaged in a peace treaty. He causes all to receive a mark on the right hand or forehead. And he received a wound to the head that at first seemed deadly, but turned out not to be. And I'll list these scriptures below where this description is found in the Bible. But I dare say there's at least one world leader on the scene right now that fits all of those characteristics. So I think we're on the horizon with this election of having the identity of this world figure, brought up into the forefront. We see Russia and some of the other countries have already announced a new world order, and they're getting ready for it. They have the technology ready to go to the next step. I mean, they've already put technology out there, nanotechnology, with certain capabilities. So they're ready for that figure. That son of perdition would be connected to technology, most likely, to control things. And as far as an abomination of desolation or defiling a temple, remember now, we are the final temple, the human body. Know ye not that you are the temple of God. So if something has been inserted inside of us to change our DNA, to control us through technology, that would be connected to all of these events. So things could be, on the forefront of being activated to their final stage. Jesus said, watch and pray that you may be accounted worthy to escape. And when some of these events happen, it will be a quick, immediate rush to escape. All the components of how this escape would happen are not clear yet, but it would be an immediate escape once you see that abomination of desolation in the temple. And once again, we are the temple in the last days. We are the temple of God. Okay, blessings to you all. And please add your comments below about what you think about all this stuff. And please subscribe and like if you can, if you feel this information is helpful. And also, if you guys have any prayer requests, please enter them below. Thank you so much for joining me again. Have a blessed evening and Sabbath.